Hey guys, good morning. It's Friday morning. We're about to take off. You can hear the boats roaring out of here in the Costa. Listen, I've got a ton of footage from the last week, but I've been on the water this is my 8th day in a row. So I'm, getting up at 4, going to bed at 8:30. I've not got a lot of it edited, but I want to get this up for you today. So I'll do this tonight. The lake is warmed up tremendously. It's 56 degrees. Fish are getting caught. I just talked to the leader, Kevin Lasone. He's out deep for sure, but there's a lot of fish getting caught shallow. Yesterday morning, Jeff Reynolds started inside of me, inside the hay grass. Looked like he was throwing a frog. I know one of the guys that's staying with me, his boater caught him on a whopper flopper yesterday. So the fish have definitely come shallow. I don't think there's any big stringers coming shallow, but the lake's in great shape. If you're coming down this weekend, you can fish, I think, from probably 30 feet to 1 foot and catch fish. One of my buddies did see some fish on the nest yesterday, moved up, and they were all little buckfish, and he was catching them on a swim jig. But the lake's in great shape, so you guys come on down, and it should be a fun weekend for everybody. I've got Kevin Slate with me today from Oklahoma. I got to catch him today. I'm gonna need, I think probably 35 or 36 pounds is gonna make the cut. So I've got to catch 21, 22 pounds today, which is incredibly doable. I'm gonna run the north side, or the side of the lake that the west wind was blowing in yesterday, because I know it didn't get any pressure, and I got some spots over there I couldn't fish yesterday. So we'll go run that, and we'll see what happens. But I got a good sense we're gonna catch them today. So we're just gonna go out there and go fishing. So we'll get this up this evening, so everybody's got a real quick lake report. But you will see 60-degree water temperature this weekend here, and I'm sure at Toledo Bend as well. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And usually it'll be a better fish, but it might be a little fish on the trap or something.
Yeah.
I don't usually pull on my trap fish very hard. Yeah, it's a too green on size. That's easy. Light pole.
Light pole.
That's 2. It's a little before 8, so we got a little better start than we did yesterday. Had 2 bites, 3 bites. Had one slap it and didn't get it. May have hit a dummy bait. Let's see. There's one behind the hay grass. Believe it or not, my biggest fish of the day over a tree and 8 inches of water. You beautiful. But my biggest fish of the day is my smallest fish yesterday. But what the heck, I did call I was going to catch fish in here, I just misstated the size. And to quote the Three Stooges, whoop, 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 whoop. That was a zoo, wasn't it?
That was pretty funny.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That line's back.
He caught it. He caught it.
Oh,
There they are.
Lost about 20 yards of line. All right, boys and girls, so that's a wrap on a lot of fishing. I just finished up the Costa and did not have the finish I would like to have had. Disappointed in myself a little bit, but not that much. I used to get a lot more upset when I didn't have good finishes, but in hindsight, I did what I needed to do. Kind of looking back over, let's say 16 hours of fishing and also practice. I stayed out in the the 6 to 12 foot range where there are big fish, and just didn't get the big bites. The only three things I'm really disappointed in myself is both days I spent about 30 minutes shallow, which is a total waste of time. And I actually have video of me saying out loud to myself, Ken, get out of here. What you need is not up here, even though I was catching keepers shallow, including a pretty funny clip you probably saw somewhere in this video, or I'll put it in right here. But all you can do is fish hard, and I did. I had one what I'll call equipment issue. The start of day 2, I weighted my my A-rig that I thought it would run true, and I kept having it roll over on me. I did a fix, which I'll also show you in a video right here. So I fixed it and I started catching my bites, but I had 5 or 6 bites that slapped that A-rig, and they could have easily been biting one of the top baits, but my sense is because my bait wasn't running true and I didn't have it right. I change A-rigs every day, so even though I had been catching them on the A-rig the first day, I put a new A-rig on the second day because those wires get fragile. And I think I missed some fish I should have caught. Based on the 35-ish keepers I caught over 2 days, it was probably more 2-pounders, but you never know, it could have been a 9-pounder. Chris Jones caught a 9-pounder on an A-rig, and that was a big difference maker in his stringers. Overall, the fishing was really pretty good. I spun out the first day a little bit, but I did the same thing I did last year. I mean, last year on day 2, I didn't have a keeper at 10:30. My first keeper was a 780 because I stayed out deep. I did exactly the same thing this year. I just did not get the 2 or 3 big bites. Last year I had a 6 the first day, and I had a 780 and a 750 the second day, and that's the difference between weighing 38 pounds for 2 days and 24, 25 pounds, whatever I weighed. So, not disappointed in what I did. I didn't find any real deep fish. It just wasn't my tournament. And to give you a sense of not my tournament, the deep spot I showed you guys in the last couple of weeks of me catching some fish, including the 4-pounder in practice for the Triple T, I ran out there the second day about 11 o'clock with just 2 fish, just to check them. And in 15 minutes I caught, I had probably 5 or 6 bites. I caught 3 spots. I left it within, I think, probably a half an hour. Dickie pulled out there and caught a 2 and a 3 and a 6. So there's just days it's not your day, and there's weeks it's not your week. And if you're going to get mad about it, get upset about it, you're going to have a really hard time fishing, tournament fishing very much. So, I executed well. I caught every fish that bit that I got a hook in, which is all equipment. I had 2 great shout outs this week from guys, a co-angler and a guy fishing on the boater side, who both finished high in the money. One from Arkansas, one from Oklahoma, both of which said our video on trap rods specifically helped them. They felt like in this tournament cash a check. So love hearing that stuff, that it's helpful. I'm getting some great ideas from you guys. Thanks for that. I appreciate all the guys subscribing and girls subscribing, the folks referring friends, and then I've also noticed a few people are sharing some of my videos on Facebook. I will say in my analytics, I'm not touching any of the young guys. I'm not getting the teenagers and the guys in their 20s. I would love to get to those guys. So any of you good young guys out there that are seeing my videos, I'd really appreciate if you'd share, because that's the group I'd really like to talk to and get questions from, because that's the future of our fishing. So Please share me on Facebook, share my videos, subscribe if you would, and it's all very much appreciated. I'm going to take a week off, but I'll be in contact. I've got a buddy on the water right now. I'll let you know what he figures out today. I know he lost an 8-pounder this morning on a trap, but fishing's going to be really good down here for quite a while. These fish have come shallow on the new moon, and they're just going to be more and more fish piling up shallow. If this tournament had been a week later, I probably would have caught, I don't know what, but I would have caught a lot more better fish up over that shallow, you know, that 6-8 foot grass than what I did. But again, I caught a ton of fish. There's nothing you can argue about. So I had fun, caught a lot of fish, met a couple of neat guys, got to fish with them. But I spent money. I wasn't a check casher this week. Next one's on Grand. We've got back-to-back BFLs down here in 2 weeks, so it's steady fishing now for several weeks. I'm going to get you not only future Rayburn reports, but I'll give you some Grand reports as I get up there. And we're going to go to Amstead, which I'm kind of looking forward to. My partner Dickie's got a place down there, so we'll have a big time. And you know, from Zavala World Headquarters, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all again here in the next couple of weeks. Thanks.
All right, so we're not going to pick on the dealer to say who did this, but this is a really, really beautiful 17 or 18? 16 Z520. It's all tricked out. This boat was rigged at a dealership in, let's just say it's in Missouri, okay? But you tell me, might there be a problem? He kept saying his side imaging was going out. You think there might have been a problem when they trim or when they lower the jack plate? Here comes the jack plate coming down. Huh, that may be a little bit of a problem. Make sure whoever rigs your boat knows what they're doing.